So two things that are very important before we go. What are the things that we would need to have? Say these guys were wanting, I was talking to one of the priests and I said, okay, we're going to get all these people together. How do you know? Like the question is, who should be here? And how do we know the main things that we're asking of Vatican Council to, like, what are the main things that we're fighting? The points that we say that needs to be here. And I would say I would call it the four principles. And I think this is what we should actually be divulging with people, with everyone, even the Novus Ordo. The first one is, so faith, commandments, sacraments, and prayer. Faith. Vatican II was wrong. False ecumenism, indifferentism is wrong. Vatican II has to be condemned altogether. Like the council is not salvageable. It's the whole thing has to be condemned because there was serious error. And if there is one serious error, that's enough to say the whole council should be scrapped, doctrinally speaking, faith-wise. And obviously indifferentism has to be condemned. When it comes to the commandments, false ecumenism has to be condemned. That cannot happen. And all the people that practiced it in the past have to be condemned. Assisi, all that stuff is wrong. And that has to be totally extirpated from the church. Whoever is in our side, that's what we're asking of Vatican III, let's say, or it would be Vatican II, the real one. What we're asking is to say, okay, that sin is condemned, the people that practice it is condemned, no one can practice that ever again. The Catholic Church is the only religion that leads to salvation. The third point would be the sacraments. And with the sacraments is we need to go back to the forms, and especially the consecration of bishops is a problem. Maybe you regard them as valid, maybe you regard them as invalid. That needs to be redone. If there is a new pope, at some point that comes, he has to say, okay, all these bishops need to do a profession of faith, need to do an abjuration of error, if they want to, and they need to be reconsecrated by those who have valid orders. That's the third principle. And the fourth one would be the Mass. We go back to the liturgy that was approved before Vatican II, and after that, the Pope might make changes here or there, but the main part of the liturgy has to be upheld. At least go back to what was before Vatican II as a safeguard, and then from there, move on to whatever else. I think those are the four things that we're asking that we need to have, and having that clear, we will be able to proceed and to get people together.